Let me ask you something. You know how we say we're in trouble or lost in thought? Well, what if language took that literally? What if you could be physically inside a memory? That's the incredible puzzle we're going to unlock today, all hidden inside a single, fascinating piece of Finnish grammar. It might sound complicated, but trust me, we're going to crack this thing together step by step.
Our whole adventure starts with a super simple question. Where are you? You know, how do you say you're in or inside something? In English, we just use the word in. Easy enough. But Finnish does something way cooler. It builds that whole idea right into the word itself, using something called the inessive case. Think of it like a special linguistic tool that's designed to do just one thing: answer that fundamental question, where?
And this word right here, this is the key that unlocks the entire mystery, missä. It's the Finnish word for where, and it is the heart and soul of everything we're exploring today. Every single rule, every ending we're about to look at, it's all designed to answer missä. This question is basically our North Star, so let's follow it.
Okay, so check this out. Here's our puzzle in a nutshell. On the left, we've got the losa, which means in the house. Simple enough. On the right, telosais, meaning in the houses. You can totally see the family resemblance, right? But how exactly do we get from the singular to the plural? What's the secret sauce? Let's figure it out.
It is time to crack the code. What might look like some kind of linguistic magic is actually a really clear and logical formula. So, how does it all work? Well, it all boils down to two surprisingly simple steps. Seriously, that's the whole secret. It's just a two-step process. First, we have to find the core of the word. Linguists call it the plural stem. Then we just tack on the correct ending for the situation. That's it. When you write it out, it honestly looks more like a simple recipe.
And here is that recipe. Think of it like this. You take your main ingredient, the word stem. Then you add the special plural marker, which is almost always this little letter I. And then, for the finishing touch, you add the final piece, the case ending, which is going to be either assa or assa. So, the big question is, how do you know which ending to use? And the answer is this beautiful, almost musical rule called vowel harmony. It's simple. If the word is full of back vowels, like a, o, or u, you use sa. If it has front vowels, like or u, you use sa. The vowels in the word and the ending have to be in harmony. They have to match.
All right, so we've got the theory, we've got the formula. But does this thing actually work out in the wild? Let's put our new code to the test with a few real-world examples and see this grammatical engine in action.
Okay, let's start with an easy one, kissa, the word for cat. So, following our recipe, we take the stem, we add that plural I, and since kissa has that back vowel a, we add the ussa ending. Stem plus I plus ussa, and we get kissoissa. Boom. Perfect.
Now, what about the word päivä, for day? Take a look at that front vowel, a. This time, we still add our plural I, but now we have to use the front vowel ending, essa, to keep the harmony. That gives us päivissä. See how it all flows together? So cool.
And hey, don't let longer words intimidate you. The role is exactly the same no matter how big the word is. Rakennus, building, has back vowels a and u, so it just becomes rakennuksissa. The system is so beautifully consistent. But now we get our first taste of something a little more advanced. Look closely at the word kaupunki, or city. When it goes plural, that K right in the middle softens into a G. Kaupungeissa. Why did that happen? Well, that little change leads us perfectly into the expert-level rules.
Okay, you've totally mastered the basics. You ready for the boss level? Let's take a look at a few of the more subtle rules that really make this language come alive.
We're going to quickly hit 3 expert concepts. First is consonant gradation, which is that weird consonant change we just saw. Then we'll see how adjectives have to get in on the action and play by the same rules. And my favorite part, we'll see how this case can be used for abstract ideas, not just physical locations.
This shows that K to G change perfectly. It's a real thing called consonant gradation. The word for church, kirkko, has a strong KK sound. But when we put it into the plural inessive, that sound softens. It weakens to a single K, kirkoissa. It's this natural softening that happens when you add endings to words.
Here's another super important rule. Adjectives are not allowed to be left out.
if you're describing something, the adjective has to take the exact same plural inessive form as the noun. So you don't just say, in big houses, you say, isoissa taloissa, where both big and houses get the exact same ending. They have to match.
And now for the really cool part, where we leap from physical places to big ideas. The inessive case isn't just for being in a house. You can also be in trouble, ongel missä. The grammar literally treats your problems like a place that you can be inside of. How wild is that? And on the flip side, you can be in memories, or muistoissa. This is such a profound concept that memories aren't just thoughts, they're a place you can actually reside in. This is where you see that grammar isn't just a boring set of rules, it's a whole different way of seeing the world.
So, we've built the words, we've learned the rules, even the tricky ones. Now let's see how all these pieces come together to create real meaning in full sentences.
Here's a perfect, simple example of this in the wild. Lapset leikkivat puistoissa. The children play. Where? There's our guide question again. Missä? They play in the parks. The word for park, puisto, takes on that issa ending to perfectly answer the question.
Now here's a phrase you might actually use if you travel. Olen ollut monissa maissa. I have been in many countries. And notice here, both many, moni, and countries, ma, get that plural inessive ending. The adjective agrees. It all connects.
And for our final one, here's a thought that feels just perfect for what we're doing today. Tieto on kirkoissa. The information is in the books. See, knowledge isn't just some abstract idea, it's a thing that resides inside a place, in this case, literally inside books.
So, we end right back where we started, inside an idea. We've seen how Finnish lets you be in memories, in trouble, or in books. And it really makes you wonder, doesn't it, if the language you speak truly shapes how you think. What new worlds, what new ways of seeing everything are opened up when your grammar lets you literally think inside of things? It's a pretty amazing idea to chew on. Thanks for exploring it with me.